Hey everybody, happy Wednesday and welcome to Great News Weekly. I am your host, Jenny Craig-Brwon, and Great News Weekly is here to bring you all of the good news here in the Northwest Indiana region. And let me tell you, today will not be different than any other day. We've got the goods. So I've got really fun info for you guys today, some events that are later this summer, some really awesome young people in our community. I mean, listen, we're only positive, so it can't go wrong, right? So here we go. I'm going to kick it off right away. I already told y'all about Carter Dahlgren, our lifer, and his weekly segment. And we're going to kick off this week's show with his segment all about an incredible little gem hidden right here in Valparaiso. Let's check it out.
If you're from Northwest Indiana and you're looking for a place to live, I'm sure you've heard of the Lakes of Valparaiso. Well, of course you have. Not only do they have amazing apartments, but they have insane resort-like amenities. Go ahead and waltz on into the clubhouse and you're greeted with wha-bam! A ton of spacious seating and plenty of huge TVs for you to just hang out and chill with your friends and family. There's also a little kitchen that you can use, and there's some gaming systems you can use, and oh no, your computer broke? Don't even worry, there's a Mac and PC. There's also a shuffleboard and billiards. And there's also a conference room for you to use. Over on the left wing, there's a gym for you to get absolutely shredded. And inside that gym, there's a large open area for cardio, calisthenics, and all sorts of body weight and Zumba exercises. And the gym has wall-to-wall windows that overlook the pool. Speaking of pools, there's a pool. Next to the pool, there's a little spacious yard, and then another giant hangout area, but this time outside. And next to that, a ton of grills for you to chef it up. Across the street, basketball and also a tennis court. There's a beach volleyball area. And let me ask you a question. Do you have a dog? No problem. There's a nice dog park too, with plenty of open area and benches for you to sit and watch your dog go wild. So, what are you waiting for? Check out the Lakes of Valpo for all your luxury apartment needs today.
Thanks a ton, Carter, for a really great segment on Lakes of Valparaiso. Obviously, we know all about them just being right here in Valpo, but I hadn't seen that much of it, and it is beautiful. So thank you for that, and for all the puns you managed to squeeze in there. Good job. Kudos to you. Next up, I have a really cool Indiana American Water, really cool partner that I want to share with you guys. These guys are someone that maybe we don't talk about enough, but as a local water utility company, I want to know more about the water we drink every day, where it comes from, and the people behind that logo. So let's learn all about Indiana American Water and what they do right here in the community that they serve. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me, Justin Mount, the major account manager at Indiana American Water. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're really excited to talk to you and learn more about Indiana American Water, specifically on the community engagement side. Tell me a little bit about the community involvement of Indiana American Water as a community and as a company.
Yeah, happy to. First, Indiana American Water, I think it's worth noting. Obviously, we're the largest investor-owned water utility in the country and the state. We serve about 50 communities throughout Indiana, including Northwest Indiana, where we've got a large footprint. Serve about 250,000 folks through Gary, Hobart, Chesterton. Also provide water, Crown Point, Cherryville, and some surrounding communities. So that's kind of our basis and our footprint, and it's a chance for us to kind of give back to community. Even though we are a large investor-owned utility, we do feel that we're a local water provider. We try to be very engaged in the communities we serve.
Yeah, I completely agree. I see you guys out and about a ton. Now, tell me specifically for Justin, for you, what are your favorite things to get out to? What are your favorite things to be a part of within the community that you serve?
There's a lot that I try to be involved with. One of the things with the utility company, I think we're kind of the unsung heroes of economic development. So a lot of what we try to do is be engaged in a lot of the economic development fronts. I do sit on the Northwest Indiana Forum Board, also engaged with the Northwest Indiana Workforce Board, the Portage Economic Development Commission, and also kind of the Gary Chamber of Business and Industry. So a big thing for me is kind of giving back to the community, being a seat at the table, and they're talking about kind of key infrastructures that kind of really grow our economy. And you think of Northwest Indiana and you think of really Indiana and the Midwest, the one of the things we do have is water, great water quality. It's one of our biggest selling points. We sit on the shores of the largest body of fresh water on the planet. That kind of produces good jobs, good quality of life, and a good place to be. And so if I can be a part of that conversation, we'll have to do it.
Yeah, I completely agree. And as you are kind of getting back out there post-COVID, I know you've done some really incredible things during COVID that we would love to shout out. Tell me a little bit about that and what the future looks like now that we are working to open the state back up and get back to some sort of normalcy. What does the future look like in that community involvement for you guys?
Yeah, we look forward to doing a lot more. You mentioned COVID. COVID was a tough year for all of us. There was times when we first made a commitment to our employees not to lay off anybody. So during the time when there was a lot of struggles, a lot of people fighting to keep their jobs, and Indian American Water kind of made a point to keep their committees, their employees on the job to make sure we serve our communities. Also during COVID, we had a chance to, a lot of folks were struggling in Indiana. We had set a grant out there for about $25,000, of which $5,000 went to Meals on Wheels here in Northwest Indiana to kind of contribute. And you asked about kind of, we're getting out of COVID, which is great. It's a great chance to kind of get past that and kind of do what we do on a daily basis. We like to be engaged, again, not only the economic development fronts, when there's new jobs, new site selectors coming in, new communities coming in, but also kind of the little things too. If there's a race taking place, we like to have a water trailer there. If there's a community event taking place, be a part of that. And ways we kind of continue to contribute and help our communities grow, we look to be part of those areas as well.
Fantastic. And that seems like, as I mentioned earlier, I see you guys out and about. So I'm really excited for the future to get back to some of those races and some of the more fun stuff. So I look forward to seeing you guys out there as much as possible. You guys are kind of a gem in our community and the ways that you've served us already. So really excited for the future of that as well.
No, thank you. It's a big part of it because I think we do have a lot to offer. We have a lot of expertise. And we do try to be there for our communities. I know in the past, like with the city of Portage, they had some events taking place. It's kind of hot out by the pavilion. We had a water trailer there. Just kind of provide water to the community and kind of give back a little bit. And also just like be engaged. So anyways, I can be out there and help the community. Always a willing partner.
Fantastic. Well, we'll keep an eye out for you this summer. Keep creating the good news for us. That's why we love working with you guys as much as we do, because you guys just spread the good and create the good. So keep it up. And thanks for joining us today.
Hey, glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Justin. Awesome to have some time with him and learn so much more about what they're doing. And next up, we're going to go all the way over to LaPorte County for a really great event that Mayor Tom Dermody has been putting on. We recently got to go to the first Friday Night Live event in downtown LaPorte. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. Check out our coverage, learn about this event, the next one coming up, and see if you can spot me in full costume. Let's go see it.
This is the first evening, summer of fun. We've got our crews in. We've heard from so many people over the years. We need more to do in LaPorte, and what a great opportunity here. Downtown, closing off Lincoln Way on Monroe Street, which is the Stitch. You've heard about the lights, and now it's bringing our residents together. And as you can see, things are already happening. And I'll tell you what, we're fortunate to have a sponsor like Arnett Construction, Jeremy Keenix, Derek Allen is here. We got Charity from Hotspot Cafe, and the First Lady, Jackie D, and I. What do you think? We want to have more of this all summer long.
I think it's just great to see all your neighbors, your community out here visiting, talking, no pressure, relax. It's awesome. Great.
Did you see it? If not, rewind, go find it. It's pretty fun. We had a great time. It's so much fun what they're bringing to downtown LaPorte. The city is just thriving. The Plaza 618 is incredible. It's great to see everybody out there enjoying the summer fun. So kudos to them. And as you saw, Harvest Moon themed is the next theme. So that was 50s. This is Harvest Moon themed, and it's September 17th. So get that on your calendar. Get out there ASAP. It's going to be a lot of fun. And to close out the show today, I've got a little bit of music for you and a really talented young lady right here in the region providing it for us. And I want to share her talents with the entire region. I want to introduce to you formally Allie Christian. Let's learn all about her. So today on Great News Weekly, we have Allie Christian, a young and up-and-coming music artist here in the region. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thanks for joining us. For the audience, tell us a little bit about your music history, the type of music you play, and how long you've been performing.
I play mostly covers when I'm singing out in public, and they are anywhere from classic rock songs to Taylor Swift, so it's all over the place. And I actually started out with playing the violin at school, and then didn't start playing guitar until a few years after that.
You just released your album, In My Mind. For those kind of wanting to learn more about you, tell us about the album and what they can expect from that music.
Well, it's a 5-song EP, and the first song is probably the most like a pop song, I guess. It's very stripped down and just piano and vocal and like strings, which I guess comes from my orchestra background. And the other songs are, I guess you'd say, alternative. It's kind of hard to really describe what they are.
You just graduated high school. You are kind of exploring your music career. What does the future look like for you? What would you like to do in the coming year as far as your music career goes?
Well, I'm going to be attending the Heron School of Art Design at NWI next year. And because it's Indianapolis, it's a big city, I'm hopefully looking to go and try and play in the different restaurants down there.
Tell us how people can find you online, connect with you online just to follow you, but also do you have any shows upcoming that you want to shout out?
Well, I have a website, which is just alliechristian.com, that kind of gives all of the information that you could possibly need on where to find me on social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram at Allie Christian or Allie Christian Music, and generally all of the shows that I have upcoming are posted on there.
And what made you have the passion to get into music? You said you started with your violin as a kid. Was there family members that really pushed you because they thought you were great, or was it really just something internal that you've always had?
It's just kind of something that it just kind of happened. I mean, I guess it's one of the examples that everything happens for a reason. So I started with violin and sat down one day and wrote out the sheet music for Riptide by Vance Joy. And my dad had always wanted to play guitar, but up until that point, never did. But I guess saw like, oh, I guess my 10-year-old can do this, then I can probably play guitar. So he bought a guitar, and then I wanted to play guitar also. So I got one, and then started singing at one point, and it kind of just evolved from there.
So awesome to meet you, Allie. Thanks so much. And I wish you the best in your definite music career success. How talented was she to sound so fantastic, recorded like this? It's so amazing. So kudos to you. You're incredible. Can't wait to see your growth. And that's the good news I have for you guys today. So awesome stories. Don't forget about Lakes of Valpo. What an incredible place. Go back and look at that. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Friday Night Live. The next one's coming soon. Allie, I'm certain she's got a ton of live music you guys can go watch. So if you need to get back out there for some fun events, she's got you covered there as well. I look forward to seeing you guys next week for some more good news. Don't forget, share at greatnews.life to send in all your good news. We want to hear that good news all the time. So send in your good news. Tune in next week to hear all about the good news we're going to share with you. And stay tuned to all of our sites for all of the great news continually. Y'all have an awesome afternoon and have a great day.